Hey everybody, today I just want to come on here. This is my first YouTube video. Please, I'm asking you to like and share. But today I want to share my thoughts and interview that Roland Martin did with a young brother from out of Georgia by the name of Young King, I believe that's his name. And I see where everybody is taking this video or this interview out of proportion and they're all being dishonest. And I just want to shed some light on it. First of all, I want to say enough respect to that young brother in Georgia for building his own school, and I have to appreciate him for doing that. But with that being said, I mean the interview wasn't about him coming on the Roland Martin show to talk about the school that he built in Georgia where he trained young men to be employable. He gave them a lot of training in the community and so forth. And I have to say a big thumbs up to him for that. But however, he came on the Roland Martin, invite him to the Roland Martin show to really talk about the voting right issue that is going on in Georgia, and it's also going on in I think it's 40 something state in the United States where since the Democrat and Joe Biden won the presidency and also the two Senate seat that the Democrat pick up in Georgia, it have Republicans think it's time for them to strip voting right and do whatever they think that is quote unquote stopping black people from voting. So this young brother, for most of you who don't know the backstory, what happened? The Roland Martin and this young brother, I think Roland Martin called out some black quote unquote Republican and black conservative and Twitter. And this young brother, Young King, got on the Twitter and he called out Roland as well. So Roland invited him to the Roland Martin show. So he came on the show and to discuss voting right. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Roland Martin invite him to the show to discuss voting right, not to discuss about him owning his school in Georgia, which I will say again, which is a good thing, and I appreciate him for that. But he didn't came on Roland Martin show to discuss the school that he owned in Georgia. However, he came on the show. I have to say, he came on the show to discuss voting right. But guess what? He wasn't prepared. And I have to tell you, to you all, for you able to debate Roland Martin or Nina Turner, you have to come to them well prepared, because I'm telling you, these two, these two just come to mind. I'm telling you, they will destroy you if you don't come prepared. They will make you look like a baby. So he didn't come prepared. He didn't know what he was talking about, and he basically was all over the place. And what Roland Martin did was that he highlighted some facts to him, and when he highlighted the facts, if you all go back and watch it, which I will also include in the description in this video that I'm doing so that you can see for yourself. So what Roland Martin did was Roland Martin held his foot to the fire and point out issues after issues that will stop black people in Georgia and also in other states as well from going to the polls. And this young king rather didn't it's like he didn't know what Roland Martin was talking about. He seemed clueless, and then he just started to talk about his school and his school and his school, and that's not his fight. And I was like, while watching it, I was like, I thought the interview you was supposed to have your egg in a row and know what you're coming to talk about. And what strike me in all of this is that everyone on social media, and I wouldn't say social media, but everyone who have a platform or a YouTube channel, have been bashing Roland Martin and saying that Roland Martin was rude to him. Roland Martin was very disrespectful, and he's not trying to uplift a brother. Imagine this brother have his own school, and it's like he is not paying respect to him. But again, ladies and gentlemen, let's stick to the fact, and let's stick to the evidence, and let's stick to the data. He was invited to the Roland Martin show to talk about voting right in Georgia. In Georgia. And this is it with Republicans and quote unquote black conservative. When they're invited to the table to talk about something specific, and when they get to the table, they want to change the topic. All of a sudden, they want to change the topic to fit their narrative. No, let us stick to what we're talking about. You come to talk about A, let us talk about A. Forget B, C, and D. Let us just stick an A. And that's what Republicans do all the time, and quote unquote black conservative. And another part of the interview that I want to touch on, where a lot of people is basically say talking a lot of lies and saying that Roland Martin was saying this brother should vote Democrat or Republican. There's nowhere in the interview they talk about how people should vote. So I want you all to go back and watch it. There's nowhere in this interview Roland Martin asked his brother how we vote, or suggest that he should vote Democrat, or suggest that he should vote Republican. So that was another thing where a lot of people were saying that Roland Martin is just this left liberal who just trying to bully this young man, which that's not the case. That totally not the case. So I just get on here to let you guys to basically put my 2 cents in it, which I think it was a fairly good interview. I learned a lot from that interview from on Roland Martin's side. Also, that young brother who shed some light on his school that he built in Georgia, which have nothing to do with that interview. I get it, but a lot of you guys on Twitter, basically on social media, was basically beating up Roland Martin, saying that he's just beating up this young brother. But again, that was not. The interview was supposed to be about voting right in Georgia. Okay? The interview was supposed to be about voting right in Georgia. This young king came, changed the topic and changed the narrative to fit what he want to say. So that was pretty much it. And a lot of people were saying that this particular YouTube channel that I was watching, and it was a panel, and they were saying and this lady on it was saying that that wasn't his fight. And and when she said that, I was surprised, because as a woman, years ago, she didn't have a right to vote. She didn't even have a right to have a credit card, if you get what I'm saying. So, and if everybody should stand around and say, "Oh, this is not my fight. I don't have a bone in this fight." No, you do, because we all have to support each other. And I'm saying, what if all white people should say, when they see police brutality or something happened to black people out there, and they just sit back and say, no, this is not my fight. You understand what I'm saying? So we all have to be careful where all we talk and what we say at that. And she was just going off and saying that's not it, and which King was saying that's not his fight. And as Roland eloquently point out to him and say that it's your fight, because you have to, on a day-to-day process, you have to deal with government. Driving down the road, you're dealing with government. Going to look about your driver's license, you're dealing with the government. And I know when King was looking about his school, he had to deal with government as well. So it leaves me somewhat baffled when he said to Roland Martin that that's not his fight for somebody who quote unquote buy his own school and own his own school with some other youngsters. I believe that's what he said during the interview. So again, I don't get me wrong, and I don't want no one think that I'm bashing this young man, because I mean he's just 21 and he owns his own school already. Kudos to him, and as I said, I appreciate him a lot for doing that. But I'm just from the standpoint where I'm saying, don't just jump on something because you think it fits your narrative. No. Please don't. Don't just jump on it because you think it fits your narrative and you want to beat down another person. Because to me, I think all of you guys who is rushing to young King defense to say Roland Martin was beating up on him, I think that you all are jumping on Roland Martin now. And in truth and in fact, he wasn't. He was just pointing out some facts to this young man, and as I said, this young man came with no proof whatsoever, and Roland Martin had to point out it to him. And I think, which I encourage all of you, which I also said I'm going to put it in the description in this video that I am doing. I think King leaving that interview with Roland with a sense that he learned something that he didn't know before, but because he is quote unquote conservative of what he said, he was just trying to put on a brave face to say, oh, he didn't learn anything, and make it look like Roland Martin was bashing him, which that wasn't the case. And so that's basically what I want to say. I just come to share my 2 cents on that issue. Yes, and I just want to say this is my new YouTube channel, which I will basically touch on politics and current affair, and I am a big political junkie. I love politics, and I think this is what my few people always tell me from time to time, I think you should try to start a YouTube channel, and now I really build up the courage to do it. And I hope you guys like my video, like and share, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to touch on that, and I just want to say one more thing before I get off here, is that as I said earlier, that I am a big political junkie, which I watch MSNBC, CNN, and you name it. Now and then I go over to the other far right channel, which is the Chum TV. But when a lot of people don't know this, when political, or not even political, when you are being invited to any show per se, which as I said, I'm a political junkie, what the producers or sometimes the host or sometimes the showrunner, when they reach out to you and say, okay, young King, I want you on the show, and I want you on the show, or they're inviting you on the show. First of all, they tell you what they want you on the show to discuss. I'm telling you, because as I said, I watch a lot of politics, so I know what I'm saying. They invite you on the show to discuss certain topics. It's either the war in Syria or the Russians putting bounty on our soldiers or the Biden campaign, something of the sort. So they always give you somewhat give you the direction that the interview is going, and they give you a topic. Exactly, they give you a topic that they will focus on. And a lot of times this is what the Republican do, and please don't think that I am bashing the Republican. This is not what I am doing, but this is what a lot of Republicans do a lot of times, and it always happen with on the Republican side, or quote unquote black conservative or conservative per se, who don't want to label themselves as Republican, but you and I know that they're Republican. So this is what they do a lot of the time. They will come on shows, and remember, the producers reach out to them and said, okay, we're inviting you on the show to talk about this. And when they come not ready, they're not prepared. And when they come, they realize that the person who they're going against or who they're debating push them in a corner. They want to change the topic all of a sudden and go to something else. No, you are being invited to this show to talk about this. Let us stick to this topic. Don't change the topic in the middle while we are there talking about it. You think that no, you are basically losing this war, so you want to change the topic to something else that is so totally out of the way, and then you have the people on the right will say, oh, look how they invite this guy on the show to talk about this, and they're just beating up on him. But that's not it, ladies and gentlemen. So as I said, I'm new to YouTube, and this is what I will focus on. This is what my channel will always be about, which is politics and political affair or current affair, which I like. So I'm asking you to please like and share, and spread the word out there. So yes, so I will definitely see you on the next video, and thank you. Please like and share.